What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. This is Jay Dumont, bringing you a little bit of a Let's Nerd / first look at the Iceblink Engine 2 module Hearkenwold. So this is a module made by Doratine from RPG Codex, and it's an updated gold box D&D type of RPG. So we're going to check it out, and we're going to get into it a little bit here. So the module description says, the adventure begins with the party fleeing attack on a feudal manor and seeking refuge in Castle Hearkenwold. From there, they can be enlisted into service of the kingdom or try to explore on their own. This is designed as an open-world sandbox-style campaign, so it's very much like a pen and paper campaign. So we'll select Hearkenwold, and we'll start a new game. Alright, so we'll create a character. We're going to create an elven ranger to start. Adept for surviving the wild, skilled with a bow, and learns a few spells at later levels. Gains point blank shot trait at level 2. These stats are actually pretty good. I'm going to roll with those. Oh, we have to name the character. So his name will be Zandara. So now we pick traits. We'll pick spot, ability to detect traps, spot sign of enemies. We'll pick that to start. So we'll add that character. Now let's create another character. Oh no, I'm sorry. we have to create a new character. We didn't change the portrait or anything. So these stats are better. Let's pick a portrait of an elven ranger. We'll pick lots of female portraits. This will be our elven ranger. And he'll be this fellow here. We'll name him Zandara with 1 R. Alright, so finished. We'll pick spot. The character you can play makes 6 allowed, 1 required, so we'll make a dwarven female cleric whose name is Garba. These stats look not too good. I believe spell points are affected by intelligence, so we'll need a good intelligence. That's pretty decent. So Garba will be a beautiful dwarven chick. This one right here. And she will get diplomacy, useful in conversations for influencing others. Wait, her charisma's only 11. So we better roll these stats better. That's better, I guess. She'll get diplomacy. And Stone, bless. +1 to their base attack bonus for 5 rounds. Heals himself or another party member. Let's get healing. So let's add her. We'll create a human male wizard named Kalaroth. Let's roll some stats here. That's pretty good. He'll look like this dark fellow here. We'll use that one. Get bluff and diplomacy. Bluff is useful in conversations using intelligence as a modifier. We'll learn that. And put creatures to sleep for 2 rounds. We'll learn that. Let's add our wizard. Well, we won't add until the end. Let's add... No. Remove. Let's create a gnome female thief. Those are pretty good stats, and she will look like this right here. And we'll go with this right here. Doesn't match her hair color. Go with this one. And her name will be Samalam. Female thief, finished. Diplomacy or bluff. She'll get bluff. So we'll add Samalam. Oops. We'll create a halfling wizard named Petey. Some good stats for him. Those are pretty good. And Petey will look like this right here. What's he look like with a hood? Would like more token selections, but I can understand why there's not many. I'll use this one, which is perfect. What does he have? Not very good wisdom or charisma, but he'll get diplomacy. And Cone of Flame hits all target in the area of effect. Magic Bolt of Energy launches from the caster's side and automatically hits the target for 1d4 plus 1. Additional bolts are gained for every 2 levels up to level 1. So we'll give him that. So we have 2 wizards, don't we? I need human paladin, male. That's pretty good. And he will look like this. And this. Oh, character name. Lanzo. Look at diplomacy. So let's add Lanzo. Let's add Zandara. Kalaroth. So we've got Cleric, Thief, Paladin, Ranger, Wizard. Let's reorder our party. So we want the main character is going to be Zandara. Then we're going to add Lanzo. Oh. Then we're going to add Garba and Samalam, PD, and Kalaroth. Alright, so let's start the game. Move your character by pressing one of the arrow buttons or tapping on a map square adjacent to your character. Tap on buildings, props, peoples, etc. to show additional information if available. There are a number of toggle buttons on the right side of the screen for showing the grid, toggling music, and showing an overview map if the current area is using the world map system. Alright, here we are. Explosion, flames, voices crying out in confusion. These are events that set your heart in motion. Continue, 1. The gray walls of Castle Hearkenwold soar into view through a chill mist that is yet to burn away. Towering stonework, which seems more mountain than fortress, climbs in a natural rocky state, reaching for the crenellated battlements. When Kelton Manor was razed to the ground, its refugees fled to the citadel bearing a fierce look of being unassailable. After a nightmarish ordeal of running for days, you find sanctuary at last in a soft bed and even a plate of warm food. Alright. Hello there. Your squires sure do eat a lot, just as well. With everything going around here, you will need to keep up your strength. By the way, the name is Maliski, but you can call me Muggs. No one important, really. I'm only the castle's head cook, but if you need anything to fill your belly, just let me know. So this uses the Storm of Zahir conversation system, so others can input dialogue, which is very cool. So this says it's comforting to find another dwarf in this stronghold. So we'll say 3. Aye, that it is. Like unexpected treasure, I'll wager. But I have a history with Castle Hearkenwold. My sire was a merchant and brought me here when I was only a wee lad, when the monarchy was also in its fledgling stages. That was many years ago. We visited often and I learned much in the art of food preparations. I would think the head cook is a fairly important position. Of course it's an important position. I was trying to practice some humility. I've been told I need to temper my dwarven pride. But don't let your flattery make you think you can get an extra serving. However, if you fancy something different and come across various meal ingredients, just bring them back to me and I'll see what I can throw on the hearth. Should I find any food that might be cookable, I'll be sure to let you know. Only time will tell how much a hunter or fish you are, eh? What exactly is going on here at the castle? I'm sure it's still hazy since the attack on the manor. Needless to say, there are some up in arms demanding action. Others fear stirring more trouble out of what might be an isolated incident. You will probably get better answers if you seek out and speak to Corwin Kaz. After all, I'm just a cook. Yes, I suppose so. Farewell. Alright, so where's the toggles for music? Character sheet. You can view other characters if you have any by tapping on their image. Tap on an item slot once to select it. Tap again to do an action. Equip an item. Tap on a character's image once to select them, and tap on them again to start a conversation with them. If the author has created a conversation. When a character has received enough experience points to advance a level, a glowing blue plus will appear on the character sheet button, and a level up button will appear here for the character sheet. Okay, so how do you start a conversation? Tap on a character's image once to select them, and tap on them again to start a conversation with them. Failed to open conversation with Sam Lamb. Okay. Those are spells. Select character. I'll save. There we go. Party does all possible conversations. D for movement, yes, excellent. Don't touch me. You're some of the survivors from Kelton Manor. Quite the tragedy. You should be thankful being alive, not treat this like an extended holiday. If I were you, I'd find some quiet place to meditate upon that. And who might you be? I am Abbot Thesper Wordsmith, and you would do well to remember that. We'll try to stay out of trouble. The man mutters to himself and ignores you. Let's keep moving. Alright, I'm here to serve the crown. Indeed, it is crucial that I can be able to trust you. They will send you on a little errand if you're so willing to prove your obedience. Travel to the city of Kin and find Father Barnabas in the old church of the lower district. He is late on his leasehold payments. Inform him that he's to settle his account at once. If not, I can find other men of the cloth who will be faithful to their obligation and responsibilities. We'll deliver your message in no time for this. But this is not what I had in mind. And I suppose you'd rather be off fighting goblins, while maintaining of sanctioned properties is just as important service. There are rules in place, and the caretakers we assign to these institutions must be held accountable. You style yourself a paladin, then do your duty and send word to this delinquent priest. As you wish. Hello there. Have you any rumors to share? I've heard talk in rebellion in Scardale from the southern borders of the realm. Can you believe it? Who are you? My name is Abigail Enthus. I hope one day to become a poet of the court, but I'm afraid my rhyme and verse are not very good at the moment. Delighted to meet you. We'll talk later. So it automatically talks to them as you move past them. Bruce says there's good hunting up north. Who's Bruce? He's one of the guards posted outside the castle. Real outdoorsman, that one. I guess that's why he got assigned outside the gate, so he could be, you know, outdoors. Makes perfect sense. Farewell. This set of stairs leads to the next level of the castle. No. I don't want to leave the castle. We have to get a quest after all. Good music. I remember you from the manor. My name is Trissar, but we didn't speak much. I was one of the serving maids. This whole experience has been unbelievable. Most of us who made it here are staying on this side of the castle. I like it by the fountain anyway. The water is soothing, helps me forget. This is only temporary, we are just passing through. Ah, stop talking to me. Healing potion. Spell points potion. No, I'll take those all. An azure fountain plays here, the echoes of its splashing water resonating in the castle hall. There's a sense of tranquility that seems oblivious to the turmoil of the outside world. It's rather relaxing. I am Garidin, the farmer. My work was to fill the fields and harvest the crops around Kelton Manor. But now there are no fields to till. The crops have been burned. You'll be able to return home someday. Old squires, you do not really need to be here. Beyond this doorway lies some of the castle's riches. It is made available for merchants and others who exchange money within these halls. You may pass, but we'll be watching your hands closely. You must be very trustworthy to be given this position. Just hold paper notes and documents. Just hold beautiful jewelry. Precious gems. Coins of gold. Valuable works of art. That's pretty cool. Careful where you point that halberd, buddy. Lord Kelton is dead, and his new ministers are locked away inside this fortress. What shall become of us? We should have never made this perilous journey. Better to face death at the manor than uncertainty of Hearkenwold. You're not very optimistic for a halfling. There. As you walk through the door, you find 2 torches burning between the shelves that line the wall stacked with books. In the center of the study used for research is a desk covered in papers and manuscripts. Along the north wall, a plaque is posted that reads, "Knowledge is half the battle." The graven image of a warrior bearing a sword and shield stands here. On the base of the pedestals, inscribed the name Ravencrown. For a fleeting moment, you feel an overwhelming relief of security as you observe this carved image of a protector. The warrior's shield is held forward, his primary intent is defender. Yet the other arm is raised with a weapon, a warning and promise that just retribution will visit upon any who might harm the ones he loves. And you wonder, as your gaze takes in the statue whole, if one day the eyes of others will fall upon your own deeds in remembrance. The room is filled with a poignant aroma of spices, flowers, and other exotic items that you cannot quite identify. There's also a tall, alluring woman here who seems to wear a mantle of beauty and danger. Tremble not, brave squires, I don't bite. Then again, perhaps I can teach you a few things to sharpen your claws and fangs. It's a hazardous world outside, and one needs every advantage to survive. Maybe we could start with an introduction. Of course, I am called Zemni. I am the magus responsible for training young wizards of the court. If any of you show aptitude for magic, I can perhaps assist you. For now, I will brew you a potion from my cauldron. It will replenish your eldritch energy when your strength is low. Thank you, Zemni. Party gains 1 spell points potion. This door is bolted and sealed fast. There does not appear any means of gaining entry. Somebody in the castle must know about this. I greet you in the service of Castle Hearkenwold. I am in command of the knights recruits and others who swear allegiance to the king. My name is Corwin Kaz. If you think yourself prepared, I might have some tasks for you. Nothing too dangerous, but speak with me again when you wish to be use of the crown. It's a pleasure to meet you. We will return to hear your assignment. The desk is strewn with parchments and quills and leaves an impression of disorder. Most unusual, there's also a collection of random talisman and trinkets, which would not seem to hold much worth. Don't touch anything over there. I have carefully organized system in place, important documents, and... What is all this? If you must know, this is my collection of charms of good fortune. Listen, we live in dangerous times. I see nothing wrong with trying to gain a little extra favor to even the odds against fiends and spirits. Some might call it superstitious, eh? Just don't tell Thesper Wordsmith. He probably would not approve. But if you want to be helpful, any such small treasure you might come across, you can leave on my desk. Nothing of great material value, of course, just little things that might ward against the supernatural. You'll know when you find one. Alright, I'll let you know if we find anything. Sorry to bother you. We'll be back. I am Rubani the artist, and you rabble from Kelton Manor are going to blemish the sculpted walls of this castle. I guess not everyone here is so friendly. Punk. How delightful, new residents of the castle to provide us with entertainment. I'm afraid that will require more experienced, more seasoned adventurers for you to be of any use. Return to me at a later time. I will be back another day. Oh, a chest. Ruddy light and a haze of smoke suggest this room appears to be used as the castle forge. However, there's no one around. If you could locate the blacksmith, he might be able to help you with arms and armor. Oh. Do we have any arms and armor? Inventory. Press the left or right arrows to scroll through the equipment pages. Tap on an item once to select it. Tap again to undo an action. Fighter, cleric, ranger, thief, wizard. Alright, where's the roster? Okay, nothing here. Here we are. So what kind of gear are you wearing? Nothing. Alright, so let's see, we'll need a bow for the ranger. Arrows. Paladin. Fighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cleric. Alright, a bow for Zandara. Why is Zandara a female? Did I make her a female? No, he's a male. Thought I picked a male portrait for him. You can change. Use this one. So he'll get a bow, and you will get a sword. What about armor? You will get a mace. A thief will get a sword. He gets nothing. Oh, there's little hard to see things here. So would this be head, shield? This will be armor. Wizards can't use it. So can I drop stuff? Cool. Welcome to the Shrine of the Creator King. My name is Clarefield. I'm a humble servant of the Radiant Crown. If I can be of any assistance, either spiritual or healing, please let me know. I'll leave you to tend to your duties. A cerulean altar rests against the east wall of the chapel. Momentarily struck by the beauty of such clarity in the stonework, this might be an appropriate place to leave a donation or even pray if one is so inclined. Pray for a miracle? I'll have to remember this. Stairs. The bedding at least provides a blanket and place to lay one's head. Not at this hour. Parchment. Press info. Seek opportunity with sly. And robes. Cool. Perfect amount. Put on your robes. This is just a bed area. Alright, seems like we explored most of the castle. What's up here? So, they have sent you to listen. Ah, monsters loose in the castle. Monster where? Oh, I see. I am no monster. I seek your help. My tribe in the swamp is in trouble. We are too weak, no one to help. I have journeyed to Fortress of Men to ask if you will help us. I'm really not authorized to make any promises. I understand. Please come back when you are ready to hear my plea, or send others who will. Farewell. This door leads to the private chambers of King Ravencrown and the highest-ranking officials of the castle. Accordingly, it's locked under tight security. Definitely have no reason to be here. This door leads to the council chambers of the king under tight security. Welcome, please sit and warm yourselves by the fire. Who are you? My name is Sebastian. I serve the castle in the role of supervising all clerics on the premises, except, of course, Abbot Thesper Wordsmith. He is the head of the church and maintains his offices in Kin, but when he visits Hearkenwold, even I must yield to his authority. Again, make yourselves comfortable, but let us speak more at a later time. Is there any way we can be of service? Perhaps. As you have traveled the expanse of the realm, I would only ask you to keep your eyes and ears open for word of an emerging cult. I have had rumors, but more recent tidings have informed me it's led by a man named Muzadan. That name disturbs me. It means hands of death. Do let me know if you stumble across anything that has the stench of cult activity. It does sound creepy. Hopefully this won't be a problem. Alright, I think we're officially ready to go see Corin Kaz. Oh, what was back here? Oh, it's bolted and sealed. We meet again, squires. I would like to know what assignment you have for me. Very good, squires. There's nothing gained by hiding behind the protection of these walls. It is time to contribute to the defense of the realm. Now listen carefully. I want you to patrol the road east of the castle. There have been sightings of goblins. They must be establishing a forward base of operations. I do not expect you to take them all out, just a show of force that the Knights of Astaria still maintain a presence in the region. We cannot allow the Daggerford goblins to grow into a threat. Now go see the blacksmith. He should be able to outfit you with some proper equipment. We'll head out and report back to you. Blacksmith would be, but... Well met, squires. Are you preparing to leave the nest, the safety of the castle? You had best be sure you're ready to venture into the wilderness. It can be deadly, I hear, and there'll be no one to save you. Your concern is noted. Oh, F5 quick saves, nice. Something glitters near the walls of the castle and catches your eye. This is a nice little treasure. Party gains an amethyst. Cool. In some areas of the wood, the trees will grow more densely and seem nigh impassable. Such times will require further exploration in order to traverse. A man gripped in the desperate madness of fear runs up to you and wails, "Gone! All gone! Everything I had at Kelton Manor is gone!" "I'm sorry for your loss." The man runs off without reply. Everyone must handle this disaster in their own way. Someone has carved a message into this tree. Wanted dead, one basilisk. Large spiders crept out of the woods. Get back, abomination! Alright, each player takes a turn. The current player will be highlighted with a light blue box. You can move one square or stay put and make one additional attack, such as attack, cast, use item, or end turn. Info.gv mode is the default GV mode. In this mode, you can tap on a token to show some of their stats. If none of the buttons are highlighted, then you're in Info GV mode. If you are in Move GV mode and want to return to Info GV mode, tap the Move button to unselect it. After pressing Move, you may move one square and then do one more action, or press Skip to end this player's turn. You may move by pressing one of the arrow buttons or tapping on a square adjacent to the PC. After pressing Attack, move the target selection square, pressing the arrow key or tapping on any map square. Once you've selected a valid target, box will be green. Press the target button or tap on the targeted map square, green box, again to complete the action. After pressing Cast and selecting a spell from the spell selection screen, move the target selection square by pressing the arrow keys or tapping on any map square. Once you've selected a valid target, press the Skip button to end the current player's turn. Use item, press the inventory image of a bag to show the party inventory screen. Only the current player may use an item from the screen during combat. Alright. So you skip. This is our paladin. Garba, our cleric. Oh, what am I doing? Let's hit it with a mage bolt. This is my thief. Oh. Shoot. Whoa, entangled. Skip. Dead. Party won the encounter. All enemies will be defeated. Each party member receives 8 XP. She's gonna have to cast that. Oh, she can't. She's the... Oh, I didn't mean to exit the game. Pressing escape. My bad. Well, no one died there then. So, music on. Oh, we can't move. Cast the mage bolt. Can't do anything. I don't know why I did that. Can't sleep on this thing. My bad. As soon as I kill a spider, I'm going to end this episode as the first episode of the game. It's pretty fun so far, pretty cool. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. In this carriage house, a man is selling passage to the city of Kin. Book the next coach going down the King's Road. The cost is 50 gold. Not at this time. Quick save. I'm trying to fight this thing. Cast sleep on it. Cast mage bolt. Nice. Alright, he's entangled. My thief is not, but we're not going to do much. My cleric is entangled. My ranger is not. Ouch. Cleric's entangled. She's entangled. She's unconscious. Next turn, it's removed. Oh, I can't cast anymore. Skip. Dead. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the castle and rest. Rest until completely healed. Excellent. No, these people are minus 20. How do I receive healing? To assist in fighting goblins. Oh my, that sounds violent. I'm afraid I must not leave this chapel. My calling's in the healing of others, but I can provide you with a potion that help you if you're injured in battle. Thank you, Clairfield. Fresh template. Alright, so I'm going to end this episode. Well, I want to kill that spider, but we keep getting killed. We'll forget the spider for now and head to the east to take care of, what is this? Tucked away among the trees and shrubbery is what appears to be an old shrine, but the doors are sealed from the inside and there does not seem to be any way to open them. I would estimate this shrine dates back a couple of centuries. Alright, so we'll save here, and I'll say thank you for joining me. In the next one, we'll patrol the road east of the castle for goblins, which should be easier to kill. And I will see you then. Thanks for joining me for Let's Nerd / First Look with Hearkenwold. Pretty cool game. I'll catch you next time. Bye.